and welcome to
The Movie House.
Today we're going to talk to you about a movie from 2000, year 2000, called The Patriot, starring Mel Gibson and Heath Ledger. It's a story of a man in colonial America during the early days of the American War for Independence, who is a well-known warrior, leader in the community, but has become disenchanted with fighting battles and going to war. And he's swept up by events and has to decide if he's going to pick up arms again or not. What do you think?
Overall, it's a very well done film. It's long.
It's long.
It's a long film, beautifully done. Interesting story. Very interesting story. Was this a true story?
It's not a true story. It's based on a true individual. I forget his name. He's called the Swamp Fox.
Okay.
There was a man who fought this way during the war.
Yeah, because it's guerrilla warfare,
right,
in a sense. But yeah, it was a good movie, like I said. But I don't know if it's something I'd watch over and over again. I can watch Braveheart over and over again. And like I said, it had a lot of good, excellent acting. The cinematography is beautiful. The costuming is beautiful. The story's good, but it just lacked something for me. But I would encourage people to watch it. I mean, if you like period pieces, if you like Mel Gibson, it's good. It's just not something I'd probably watch over again.
No, I'm with you. This is 5 years after Braveheart, and I saw this in the theater when it came out. And that was essentially my sense as I sat there in the theater and watched it, is this is just Braveheart again, but not as well done. Mm-hmm. It's got a lot of good parts to it, but it's just, it's missing something that Braveheart had. I don't know what it is.
Right.
But it's not quite as compelling a story. And Mel Gibson is Mel Gibson. He does this thing. He's hacking people left and right and killing people and screaming and hollering and getting blood all over himself. But it's like, I've seen this before.
Right.
And I've seen it done better.
Right. Finds romance and has tragedy and family tragedy. Yeah. So maybe that was it. Maybe it's, like you said, too much like Braveheart, but it's lacking the heart that Braveheart had. But I mean, it's okay if you want to go check it out. It's a good movie. You may really enjoy it. It's just not something if I never see it again, I'm okay. It's
not a bad movie necessarily.
Right.
It's just not as good. You can't help but compare it to Braveheart. It's so similar. Right. And it just comes up short.
Right. It's like Secretariat and Seabiscuit.
Exactly.
It's like, well, they're pretty much the same story, but in our humble opinion, Seabiscuit was just told way better.
Way better. Right.
So I think Braveheart is told way better than The Patriot.
Yeah. And it's even a longer movie, but you don't mind it so much.
No. When it's a good movie, I can sit there for 4 or 5 hours and that doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, this is when you start to feel the length. After a while, you're like, okay, let's wrap this thing up and get out of here. So.
What else can happen?
Right. We know the Americans win, so come on. Yeah.
So, but...
Okay, very good. Well, that's it for us. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye!